So yeah, we're back here. Hello, welcome back. And for this component here, we're just gonna do as we did in the last component. So we're gonna pass, and you can see everything. And if you just want to see how we built this one here, it's a simple one. But if you just want to see how, this first pass is for you. If you want to understand line by line and have some insights, so when you're trying to build your own components, you know, oh, so I can do this way. I will pass line by line here, explain why every decision, why we did something the way we did. So you're gonna understand all these components line by line. So I think it's a great way to learn when you just revise and see if you understand everything you did. So okay, I think they said to me in the chat that I have to ask you to subscribe, otherwise you don't. So if you can help me, thank you so much. And I can bring other components, other videos here, more complex ones, some courses. So thank you so much. And okay, comment everything if you want, if you need. Okay, let's pass here. I don't like when people take long to start the video, so I won't do this one. So okay, this is a really simple component, this avatar UI that you can see here. We did this in the last video, so you can check this one in this playlist too, and you can see how we build this line by line too. But okay, you just have to accept a list of the components that you're gonna show. You have the modifier here, the size, the overchange, and as you can see, we just put these components in a row. And we go through the list here, putting them and applying the overset here. So that's why they keep this way. And it's basically this. And then we're gonna check, oh, if the remaining count is bigger than 0, you show this last component here with the +2 sign. So if you just want to see how this is built, it's just it. It's this simple, it's really easy. And for the preview, as you can see, so take the avatars, you just pass a list here, and with 3 or whenever you want. If you want one more here, you can do this way. You can keep adding and moving here so you can see the states. And that's it for the fast pace. As you can see, if you want to pause and copy the code, this is the part. And I think the interesting part is see every line here. So let's start. Okay, I'm just looking to just chat here, and I'm gonna start to do live into Twitch soon, building things together. So if you're interested, leave a comment below so I know that someone on the YouTube is interested, so I can open this live too, so not just for the people I'm mentoring here. Okay, so line by line. Okay, avatars here is a list of the avatar UI. This avatar UI is this component. I won't open this here. I can open, but I won't go through this component here, because this component itself, not the data class here, as you can see, because we did this in the last chat. So you can see the previous video in this playlist. We pass a modifier here, so the modifier is to change how things look. We also pass a size here, so this size is a enum. We talk about it in the previous class, and we pass in the size is small here, so it's a fixed size for this component. So this size here is the size is small, and the max visible is how much items we're gonna show here. So for example, here we pass 2, so you can see JK here, and if you do like 3 here, you can see we're gonna show 1 more here. So this max visible, I call this way, but it's for this purpose. Okay, I will just keep 2 here. And this overlap presenter is how much the component on the right will overlap the component on the left. So you can see this is 40% here. If you want to make this overlap the half of the, you can see you can just move this. So you're gonna just multiply here the size by the percentage you want, and we have a negative value here. That's how we can make a component go in front of the other is with this overlap set here. So that's the way we control it, okay? So for the visible avatars, that's 2-1. How you did this, we just get the list and you're gonna use this take function here and pass the how much of the initial, the first items on this list you want to get. So as you can check here, in this take, return the list containing the first n elements. So the first how much you pass here elements. So it's a sublist, let's say this way. And for the remaining counting, that is this number here. You can see we get the full list, you get the size, and we subtracted how much you are showing, so you know how much is remaining. And the scores, at least minimum value is 0. Just make sure that it's not, we just not gonna save a value less than, in this case, 0. So if you pass 3 here, so it's not less than 3 or 4 or 5, let's say 5 here, as you can see. So the least one is 5. So if you have 6 remaining, we're gonna see, so show 6, but the minimum is in this case here we're gonna use 0. Okay, so you don't have negative numbers, so our application don't broke or don't show a negative number here, because that does not make sense. For you putting elements side by side like this way, we use row. So whenever you want to put elements on the side on another, you just use row for this. We just pass the multiplier we receive here. And for the horizontal arrangement, we use space by, and we're gonna pass our negative size. That's how every item we put in this list, we overlap them this way. Okay, so this space by is the space between the elements, and as we are using a negative number, that's why this is this way. So this is the magic, let's say this way, for this component. And we just align this vertically. So okay, so how you show all the items here, we just get the list, this one that we get the first elements, and we iterate. So for each item in this list, we're gonna show these components. That's the components we did in the last video, and that's it. So for which one here, we're gonna show this avatar photo here, and pasting the image URL and the image, the initials in this case, and passing the size. That's this avatar size is small here. That's why they all have the same size, and that's how we're gonna show these elements here. For this third one, what we're gonna check is if the remaining content is bigger than 0. So if you have someone bigger than this 2 here, we're gonna show this same component, but we're gonna pass the display text as this remaining counting. That's the number we count here. And we're gonna add this plus sign here. So that's how we achieve this one. We just show the text here. And for the size, we pass the size. The image, we don't want one because we want to show this number and this plus. And for the text here, we just pass the text primary in this case. So you can pass whatever color you want, okay? And for the preview here, we just use your theme, and we call our function here, our composable, and we just pass inside this list, okay? So I think that's it. If you watch it here, subscribe, please, give a like, and I see you in the next video. Okay, bye bye. I'll just give some seconds here so you can show the videos here, my photo in the mirror, blah blah blah. Bye bye.